It's a bright sunny afternoon here on the lower North Shore of Sydney, and we're set for a fascinating game here in round 21 of the NPL Women's New South Wales competition. It's the league leaders, Bulls FC Academy, 16 undefeated, or undefeated in 16, and with a chance to go 6-point clear at the top of the table. They host Gladesville Ravens. And it's Eric Subihana with the commentary here from Northbridge Oval. Thanks for joining us here on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. And for the Ravens, an entertaining game last time out at the Arctic Circle. A 2-2 draw between them and title-chasing UNSW. I know that Ravens camp are good enough to trouble the top teams in this division. And as for the Bulls, I said only one loss this season to UNSW in round 4, but an incredible run that they are on. They've won their last 4 games, 8 wins in their last 9, and as I said earlier, undefeated in 16. So we see the two captains, Gemma Ferris for Bulls and Annie Dachko for the Ravens, doing the usual pre-match kits for both, the predominantly black playing strip for Bulls and mostly white with some black, the traditional colours of Gladesville Ravens. So, usual kits for both, and let's go through the lineups. Firstly, I think we'll start with the visitors. Ravens unchanged from 7 days ago, and it will be in goal number 1, Eliza Coleman. In defence, number 8, Annie Halls. Number 54, Fuari Tabata. Number 14, Teal Kilbride. And number 31, Zoe Karapidis. In midfield, number 3, Annie Dachko. Number 34, Claire Adams. And number 10, Hannah McNulty. And in attack, number 16, Josie Allen. Number 19, Lena Karmas. And number 11, Morgan Roberts. So, I'm expecting 4-3-3 for the Ravens. Also expecting 4-3-3 for the hosts, Bulls FC Academy. Their starting lineup is as follows. In goal, number 1, Ashley Hughes. In defence, I think we'll see number 33, Jade Gwishon, as well as number 4, Gemma Ferris. Number 5, Liz Barwick-Gray. And number 12, Jasmine Melly. In midfield, number 30, Sarah Hunter. Number 2, Patria Phillips. And number 7, Indiana Dos Santos. And in attack, number 14, Janeo Dos Santos. Number 13, Olivia Vanderlaan. And number 11, Daniela Nain. So, for the Bulls, well, if it's anything like their game 7 days ago, they were in our match of the round last weekend, a 5-3 thriller against the Wanderers. Well, there's the whistle. Away we go. Vanderlaan with an early shot, which is caught comfortably by Eliza Coleman. And the weather has behaved itself today. A very open venue here at Northbridge, and if you've ever been here, especially at this time of year, you know when the wind gets up it can be very cold. So fingers crossed, because it's quite calm at the moment. And Amy running at Halls early on, and Halls, I think that's good fullback defending, getting the last touch off Amy for the goal kick. So, might have enough time to get through the subs. And I think for the hosts, Bulls FC Academy, their coach, Marty Garces, he can choose from the backup keeper, who is Nicole Simonson. We could also see later Sienna Hawkins, Claudia Valletta, Amber Lukmeyer, Tamira Souza, Arden Surjan, and Laura Erichiello. And particular players like Valletta and Lukmeyer, good options to have coming off the bench later in the game if Marty Garces deems necessary. As for the Ravens, Michaela Kent is the backup keeper. The other players that Lauren Phelps could bring on later are Keisha Allen, Gisela Pepino, Angelina Scamardella, Kaylee Shannon, Natalie Sproul, and Miku Sunaga. And 2 games yesterday in this wonderful competition, NPL Women's New South Wales round 21, as Barwick-Gray plays it forwards, and Karapidis will, she did inadvertently cushioned it for Vanderlaan as it's zinged in, and then dinged up by Phillips. Hunter trying to make something of it now. Halls will just go for the risk-free option over the sideline. There's 2 games in this competition yesterday. I'll do a roundup of the scores when the situation permits, and of course the other 5 games in this competition to be played today. And I think remember a decent spread of kickoff times as well. as Vandelon on the edge of the box, defended well by Karapitas. Hunter just goes back to Barwick Gray. Yesterday's results as touch for Indiana Dos Santos. And the Ravens really allowing balls away through, and then balls winning it straight back by Melly. Good first touch from Hunter there. Now forward to Vandelon. She hold it up, looking for teammates. Returns the favor. Here's Sarah Hunter. And the space squeezed fairly quickly. Hunter gonna make something of this, and now it's allowed to bounce. Karapitas doesn't let it bounce a second time. Still could be a chance. Janea Dos Santos to Phillips, and then the return ball a little bit astray. Contest early on in the opening 3 minutes, which we love to see. Barwick Gray to Phillips, allowed to turn option to her left, but went centrally, and it is belted forward by Karapitas. A good touch from Lena Karmas. Now one for Allen to chase, and Jasmine Melly clears over the sideline. That'll actually be a good battle, and we'll have a good view of it in the first half as it's on the near touchline. Jasmine Melly up against Josie Allen. Balls throwing Lena Karmas, and there's a shot. It's tipped and it's in. So Lena Karmas with the opener from a really acute angle. There didn't seem to be anything on there, but Lena Karmas has been scoring goals for what seems like forever in this competition, and there's another one. The Archer celebration as well. And it's looped over Hughes and into the back of the net, and there we go. An early goal for the Ravens. A 1-0 over Bulls. Now, the league leaders there, not behind often in general, certainly not behind often on their home patch of synthetic turf. Now Bulls have something to chase. So Melly near halfway. Forward, that's just going to run through to Coleman. So yes, as I said, 2 games yesterday in this competition. I think so you have to say yesterday at the Arctic Circle, Spirit actually got lucky to defeat Hills United by 1-0, and at the Village Green yesterday, a result that I think would gain favour with the Bulls faithful, a 1-1 draw between UNSW and Arpia, as Karmas looking to spin. Dispossessed by UNSW and Arpia, but 2 teams directly behind Bulls on the league table in 2nd and 3rd, respectively. Hunter, Nelly, good quick passing, and now Rainey will chase, but Karapitas got the jump. Again, just over the sideline. Looped up by Janea Dos Santos, and Tabata will clear behind for the first corner of the game. Bulls have a couple of goal-scoring defenders, and they're both in the box. Liz Barwick Gray has scored 4 times this season and scored last week, by the way, against the Wanderers. Gemma Ferris has scored twice. 2 potential aerial targets for Patria Phillips, who lofts one up, and needs a second touch, and Josie Allen is the one who gets it out of the Ravens box. Roberts will not be able to catch up to that. Balls played around the back, Barwick Gray, and that will be straight to Eliza Coleman. There's the other games to be played today in NPL Women's New South Wales, and of course you can watch those the same way you're watching this one on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. especially useful if you've got multiple screens, but scheduled for 3 p.m. The matchup I like to call the Teresa Pliers Plate. MacArthur Rams versus Sydney Olympic at Linwood Park. Barwick keeps that in. Adams intercepts. Now to Lena Karmas. Now back to Adams, so this could be a chance. Big chance for Claire Adams, and blocked. Great save by Ashley Hughes. McNulty might break for Adams. Now Karmas, and then it's cleared by Nelly. Only as far as Dutchko. And then that's intercepted by Janelle Dos Santos. Well, that positioning is more than 3/4 of the battle. 90% of the battle, and it was a good save by Ashley Hughes to prevent Bulls going 2 behind. And I think as the goalkeeping coaches would like, she stayed on her feet and stayed standing as long as possible. That's what helped her make the save. But Allen chasing this one, prods it through, but this will run through, and that's an easier task for Hughes. So yes, other games to be played today. What haven't I mentioned? Ah yes, the trio of games scheduled for 5 p.m. today. The Rangers versus Stingrays from Popondetta Park. I believe our new commentary friend Sean Ma will be heading over to Edmonton to call that one. There's also the game by one of my favorite ever niche NPL New South Wales facts, Sydney University versus Northern Tigers. I call that the Alex the Astronaut Derby because, yes, the musician did play for both clubs at some point long ago. And then, what else is there? So it's also Manly versus the Wanderers. That's the other 5 p.m. game. Now, Phillips to the ball. Now, chance for Hunter. And Sarah Hunter is denied by a wonderful save from Coleman. Hunter timing the late run to the edge of the box. Good contact and an excellent save. And also, by the way, the other women's football stream we have today, the match of the round in the second tier, League One Women's, I believe that's 5 p.m. today from Spartan Park, with the Spartans hosting Newcastle Jets Academy. An academy that a fair few players on this pitch right now have played for in the past. Anyway, Phillips swings it in, Aaron the back, it's Ferris, and last touch ruled off Ferris for the goal kick. Now from Karapitas, a former Jets Academy player, by the way. Did just enough to put Ferris off her shot. And for those of you playing at home, other former Jets Academy players, Zoe Karapitas, Josie Allen. I feel like I'm missing someone. Might go back to that thought. But get back to this game. It's a Bulls free kick. Past the 10-minute mark here at Northbridge Oval. If you've just joined us, Subihana with the commentary, and the Ravens leading by 1-0, courtesy of Lena Karmas. As Hunter lobs this one in, and it escapes everyone, and Coleman uses the gloves. Ref counts down the time. Coleman sends it forward. McNulty, marked by 2. The numbers working against McNulty there. Phillips lobs it up. Header from Pauls. And Nelly trying to overlap. They do like to get the fullback forward as often as they can. Pauls, Karapitas with some more defending. Return to Nelly. Now threading it through, and little look, and Kilbride clears. Vandalon. No. Thomas defending from the front for the Ravens, finding the ball through. Allen stayed on side. Now trying to find some space. Thinking about the cross. Now she delivers, and it's Phillips to plot it away. Vandalon. Does well to keep it away from 2 Ravens. And Barwick Gray thinking about the switch. Flips one. Janelle Dos Santos. Indiana Dos Santos. And it's Hunter. Naomi, support running through the middle, looking for Indiana Dos Santos. It's a tight angle. Tawata standing up well, preventing the shot. Ellie flings it. Vanderlaan makes it stick. Now this might run for Nelly, and it's a shot which is blocked by Kilbride. I think it might have been sneaking towards the bottom, a far bottom corner, but Kilbride making sure. Nothing to trouble the goal. Allowed to bounce, and Barwick Gray hits it. Dos Santos wants to thread it through. Daniela Naimi, and decision, yeah, and no deflection. Great run from Naimi, who scored a brilliant goal last week against the Wanderers. Starting in the wide right side of the Bulls' attack, it looks like, but saw the opportunity to drift inside. Good ball from to find her as well. Vanderlaan, she sneaked goal side of one defender, but more covering from Karapetis, who's had a strong start to this game. Another clearance into the trees, and that's dropped the right side of the fence. Bulls making sure Ravens can't get out of their own box. It's an in-swinger. Naimi will chase, will get to it, and shoots from the tight angle. Might turn out to be a cross. Dashko with a clearing header before Melly has committed a foul, and that'll relieve the pressure on the Ravens. Sent forward. Good flick header from Karmas. Barwick Gray heads it up. Needs to have a second go at now. Lena Karmas chasing this one. Barwick Gray takes a tumble, and I would suspect, because Ashley Hughes caught the ball, that the decision is just to get on with it now. Back play, Lena Karmas slow to get up, but she's up now, so that's good. We don't like seeing injuries. A couple of quick touches, gets it back from Vanderlaan. Karapetis in the way. Barwick Gray. That's taken away from Indiana Dos Santos. That's a lovely ball to release Allen. Josie Allen looking to see where Lena Karmas is. Clean as a whistle, that tackle from Barwick Gray. Excellent work. And Naomi trying to get goal side at Karapetis, and it's a strong tackle. Karapetis trying to play her way out of trouble, but the passing option's not to her liking, eventually just rolling it over the sideline. Back with the Bulls. Halls. The clearing touch. As I say, despite there was one big save from Eliza Coleman earlier on, a good shot from Sarah Hunter. And that's whipped in by Guishon. Halls will look over the shoulder and over the sideline, but yeah. Don't mind this response from Bulls after falling behind that 4th minute Lena Karma's goal. They've had a lot of territory since then. Melly. Throw. Now, Indiana Dos Santos. It's parried, and the hands from Coleman strong enough to get it wide of their goal where Vanderlaan was looking for any rebounds. That will get through to Coleman. Simpler task there. And now it's 2 good saves from Eliza Coleman early on. Bulls win in midfield. Vanderlaan on the turn to Bata. Good positioning. That will reach Josie Allen. Heading a good distance on the header as well from Allen. Karmas holding off Ferris. Oh, I agree with the tackle. And now Bulls thinking about breaking quickly, it looks like. Shifting it wide, Naomi, and then Vanderlaan jumped too early, so offside. Kilbride zings one into Bulls territory. And Ferris decides not to take the risk of letting it run over the goal line. And they're trying to play it out, intercepted by Karmas. And Karmas round the defender. Lena Karmas blocked by Hughes. McNulty hits the bar. Adams on the follow-up, and it's over. So, after all that Bulls possession and forcing the Ravens back near the edge of their own box, the Ravens again going close to scoring a second, twice in quick succession. Another good save from Hughes, and McNulty really unlucky with the follow-up as she rattles the crossbar. Ravens standing up, so Bulls take the opportunity to move it slowly up the field. As Halls heads it up, and it's going to be off Melly for a throw. Now Roberts charged down the attempted clearance from Guishon, so it's Ferris to clear it into touch. By Barwick Gray. Vanderlaan deep in her own territory, but she's potentially almost looked like Bulls found a way out, but it's good sweeping up from Adams. Donkey through Allen, 2 options in the middle. Slowed down by Barwick Gray, and then Barwick Gray thinks that's a Bulls throw, and the officials agree. What's that? Right, hang on. Okay, well, yeah. Change their mind. Now a Ravens throw. suspected she was offside. That's why she didn't make a play at it. We'll go on with Melly, waiting for it to drop. Indiana Dos Santos. Amy going deep there in territory in the shadows. That's decent ball movement. And the Bulls will take that after almost looking like they were pinned very deep in their own territory. They've at least advanced the ball closer to midfield as we're midway through the first half. It's Bulls 0, Ravens 1. Lena Karmas scoring in the 4th minute to give the visitors the lead. Lena Karmas's 11th goal of the season. So here's Janeo Dos Santos. Shake defenders off. Shifting it backwards, so chance for Amos to step up as Phillips keeps touch to keep it away from 2 Ravens. Dos Santos tracked very closely by Gatchko. It wasn't Gatchko committing the foul. I think another Raven got pinged for the foul on Phillips. Shifted sideways, they'll try the left side. Hunter looking for options. Amy finds herself central. Phillips now lobbing up. Decent first touch from Melly, but 2 defenders. Too much to get past. Bulls will have a corner, though. So, short options arriving, and there's a nice dummy. They're trying something different, Bulls. Vanderlaan, back to Phillips, stayed on side. Whips it in, and Talata a little side foot, but it's just about out of danger. And it's throwing time, and Melly's taking most of the throw-ins in this part of the field. Next, time to warm up the shoulders for another one. Go. Naomi crosses blocked, and Adams will send it away. Now, Karmas holding it up, and the support is arriving. To the Roberts, but Ferris gets the jump. Working to Nova Santos. Ferris finding himself in midfield. Barwick Gray out wide. Now Guishon, and Flag stays down. Something building here. First time ball. Doesn't break Phillips, I think. Calipita's got a touch there. Now, Allen, good balance there. And then 1 and 2 not working in Allen's favour. Mamie. Great pace to this one, by the way. As Kilbride clears. Now, Melly is penalised for the handball. The restart. Melly lunging. The ball spins over the near touchline. Vanderlaan, not much space, and then Halls with the foot in. force their opponents back. And the Maltese there, that's a good steal. And already looking up for the cross, delivered, but also blocked by Hunter, and that's a throw-in. Well, so there's a few short options. Lena Karmas is in the box. It's aimed one for Adams, and that's off Adams for a goal kick. That's a nice ball for Hunter to run into. Center circle, he is Indiana Dos Santos. Hunter again. Advancing it. Vanderline got a little bit deeper. Defense followed her. And now Phillips. Through ball sent away by Pauls. Oh, a very nice ball. And Hunter, there's a fair bit of room here. Options as well. Janae Dos Santos. Naomi lofts it up, and it swings away from Dandelion into the gloves of Eliza Coleman. And there has been a goal at Linwood Park. 17th minute there. And it's Sydney Olympic leading by a goal to nil for the MacArthur Rams. Decision has gone way of Gladesville Ravens. Joe lofts one up, and Hughes, it's a collision, and actually willing to stop the play. It's actually Hughes colliding with possibly one of her own teammates. This physio's been away going. It's unfortunate. I think it's Barwick Gray who's feeling a bit sore, so have to have a stoppage here. I hope that's nothing too serious. Advanced off her line. It's good to see she's back up, although not exactly moving freely, but hopefully it's something that will sort itself out in a few minutes. And the concern is with Barwick Gray. I think this is looking too promising, and Claudia Valletta with the jacket off. It's a chance for both sets of players to take a drink and reflect on the half hour or so that's seen the Ravens take a one-goal lead. That's an unfortunate end to Barwick Gray's participation in this game. It's Valletta, Claudia Valletta, substitute defender, already has the jacket and the bib off. And Might be receiving some last-minute instructions from one of the Bulls coaching staff. But yes, okay, this is, hate to see this, the stretcher's going to come out. So, well done to subkeeper Nicole Simonson, acting quickly. As you have to take head injuries with the utmost seriousness. Rest assured, Liz Barwick-Gray's the best care. He's gently been rolled onto the stretcher, so there's going to be quite a bit of a stoppage here, but he's being looked after. Possibly a couple of Ravens folk helping out. It's a sad end to this game. It's good to see a sporting round of applause, both from everyone here at the ground. Hope it's nothing too serious for Liz Barwick-Gray. See everyone acted quickly at least, so that Barwick-Gray can be properly attended to. I think I see the Ravens physio was on the field, and I would say personally thanks to Troy Spink from Gladesville Ravens for being one on the scene to help out and carry Liz Barwick-Gray off the field. So while she continues to be looked after, we do have to get on with the game, and should just double check. And yes, Claudia Valletta, number 8 for Bulls, on for Barwick-Gray. She will be in central defense alongside Gemma Ferris for the Bulls. They just lofted back in. Ferris heads up, and then Valletta, her first touch is a clearing defensive header. That's Vanderline chasing. Coleman protected well by Karapetis. And Vanderline in close proximity, but all things told, a fairly straightforward claim for the Ravens goalkeeper. McNulty trying to hold off Phillips. And Phillips has conceded the free kick. Dachko to restart, lofts it into the box, and Hughes is up and claims the ball. No rebound chance for the Ravens allowed. there. Balls with possession in their own area. Ravens happy to stand off for now. As the score underway, it is the impetus will be with the Bulls to try and chase things. There's a collision. And we'll go on, but the letter had some contact, and Lena Thomas is going into the notebook. Shoulder, I think, falls, but whatever gets the job done from a defensive perspective. Here's Naomi moving centrally to Hunter, and Hunter maybe thinking of the shot. Instead it's the pass, and the flag's up. Janelle Dos Santos was offside. There we go. Wow, the offside ends that attack. Potential concern from a Ravens perspective to see Hunter with a reasonable amount of space centrally and about 30 yards from goal, but the chance is gone anyway. Now, Vanderlaan, decent touch, and collision. And Karapetis with some room down the far side, and will go across halfway and further. Potential crossing opportunity. Karapetis whips one that doesn't get enough whip, if you get what I mean, as the cross sails into the side netting. Adams, and doesn't make its way to Allen. It's swept up by Valletta. Now, Valletta, I think she prevented a corner there. That's good hustle. Vanderlaan in front of us in the near touchline, trying to find us a teammate located more centrally, but too many Ravens in the way. kill by McNulty to find Halls. He played it forward, and Karmas challenging enough in the air to force the header over the sideline from Valletta. Halls will now fancy to Bulls territory to take this throw. Halftime nearly upon us. Ravens leading by a goal to nil over the Bulls. Courtesy of Lena Karmas. And a bit of head tennis here as Allen hits the synthetic turf, and there will be no decision. Vanderlaan. There's a lot of attention from Dashko. Too much attention, according to the officials. Now up and Naimi might have got the jump on Halls here. Naimi, and with a loose touch allowing Halls to get back to the front position. And doing what every defender I've ever met in my life loves to do, shepherding the ball over the line for a goal kick. Coleman towards midfield, and then who is that off? I think it's off Ravens. Yes, Bulls throw right in front of our filming position. Bulls have been trying to keep a high tempo all game. Vanderlaan can't beat Katapitis. Now, there we go. Bulls get it back. Vanderlaan. Indiana Dos Santos, Hunter, a little bit of room, tries the through ball. Keep the pressure up, Bulls through. Again, lunging from Karapitas there to defend. Indiana Dos Santos, here's Hunter, shoots from range, blocked by Dachko. Now Melly, across from a deeper position, decent whip on that, they let it bounce. Now maybe it breaks for Janaea Dos Santos. And lay off there, and it's Roberts back defending. And she did her job well, more than Roberts, as she followed her direct opponent Jake Grishon all the way into the box. Is there one chance before the halftime whistle? It's out on the far side. Now Hunter again. Now through to Naimi. Might be a chance here. And now still a chance. Great block from Coleman. And of course, there'll be a fair bit of stoppage time here, so actually, quite a bit of opportunity here for the Bulls to perhaps find an equaliser before the halftime whistle. Phillips. Now return ball. Phillips is offside. There's a flags up, and I mean, we're nowhere near him on. I suspect it's Janaea Dos Santos offside from the pass from Phillips rather than Phillips being offside from the return ball. Handball there, I think against Phillips will relieve the pressure. Ravens now moving up into midfield. So Kilbride sending into the box. Decent ball. Karmas gets the flick, and Hughes catches. Booming kick from Hughes towards Vanderlaan. Decent first touch. Now, Naimi. And it's Adams breaking it up, and a couple of rebounds takes the ball towards Vanderlaan. Now, Phillips can turn. Does it? Is there something on the left-hand side of the field for Bulls? Hunter gets away from Tabata. Ferris. Now Grishon. Janaea Dos Santos. Phillips. Decent return ball. And then Ravens collapse on the ball. Still get it to Phillips, and then that's Karapitas in with another great tackle. And then the clearance. Phillips again finding a good, potentially useful pocket of space, and Vanderlaan. Melly looks up, floats one in, and Coleman gives a shout to let it know, let her teammates know she had the situation covered. Coleman up into the afternoon sky. And it drops. It escapes everyone. And when in doubt, down the line. Now he gains about 20 meters. And I'm now by my stopwatch to the 4th minute of time added on. Proactive defending there from Valletta didn't let Karmas control and then turn with the ball. Advancing down their left side, and the return ball accepted. Nain who draws the foul there. Vanderlaan backing in again, and Karafides blocks the pass, but Melly keeps it alive. And commentator's curse there. In fact, that will be half-time. So Ravens go into the dressing sheds with a goal advantage. It was Lena Karmas striking from a very acute angle in the 4th minute to give the visitors the lead. And plenty of attacking endeavour from both sides. Some good saves, it has to be said, from both keepers. Eliza Coleman for the Ravens and Ashley Hughes for the Bulls. The concern is with Liz Barwick-Gray, who had to be stretchered off in the first half. And rest assured she is receiving the best of care in a medical sense. It's time to take a short break. This is Eric Subihano with the commentary for the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, so see you soon.
Her pass is intercepted. Cartwright has Wilson arriving. Ball through to Cartwright. And Liv Cartwright makes no mistake from that sort of range. Completely unmarked. Had a free run. But the pressure of Crisula proves too much. The pass forward for Gordon. She was onside. Beth Gordon slots it into the top right corner. No substitutes yet to make an impact. Mortlock, the flag stayed down. She's been sent wide, but she goes for goal now, and Mortlock gives the Tigers a third. The Rangers, she has Alfaraja bursting into space. That's where the pass goes. Rakaya Alfaraja from close range. An excellent save from Riddell, who pops back up. And
now Jenny Hill, well intercepted by Sarkis. Lays it off nicely. Here's a chance, a shot on goal. Finds the back of the net. Taya Michinski. Convert, put it over the bar. Arthur keeping their 1-0 lead. Santos beats 2. Has a player inside in the form of Amendolia. That's an exquisite ball. Kicks the keeper off the crossbar. It'll sit up for Casa, and she does make it 2. Excuse me. Now the ball into the box for University. And there's the goal they've been looking for, Ella McCann. Now Murray once again. Taking on Luong, swings it into the box and it's been put home. The error comes from Sophia Fonte.
Picked up by Tiana Robertson, who sent it straight to Chloe Middleton over Tiana Robertson's head. And Chloe Middleton opens the scoring here in the... Zella Abdul-Masi whips it in. It's gone off the post. Ball being scrambled for on the line. Who wants to come away with it? It's gone in. And Spirit have equalised. Kiara O'Shea.
Flicked the ball back inside beautifully. Couldn't make anything of it. Now the back pass, it's a little bit short. And the ball is there and it's driven in. Oh, mistake at the back. And Chloe Smith has pounced. The back pass was played for Eliza Coleman. Made it 1-0. And now Morgan Roberts in behind. Are we going to have a goal fest here, Roberts? Oh, we are! 1 goal apiece. Moreno on the edge of the box. Shapes for a shot. Turns it onto her left foot. Lexi Moreno off the bar. It's still there though. Milan Hammond with the goal. Well, less than a minute gone in this second. The ball away to Allen. Allen inside for Camus. Camus takes a touch. Drives it in for Roberts. 2-2.
We were kicking off here. Phillips out swinging corner. First header Barwick-Gray. And Liz Barwick-Gray rises highest to put Bulls 1-0 up. Santos winning possession. Phillips trying to cash in. It's going to slide down towards the goal line and find its way over. Back. Naimi arriving. Naimi with a strike. Daniela Naimi produces something special. Talia Yunus is going to advance the ball here to Ngsard. Ngsard keeps her feet, steadies, and it's saved. The follow-up from Yunus. We're advancing. Alvina Kashaba, a low drive. Yunus leaves it for Ngsard. It's 3-2. And the Western to Bennett. Bennett with the early ball. Barwick-Gray's missed the clearance. Yunus! The Wanderers have come back from 3-0 down to level. Luchtmeyer trying to capitalise. Sends it out to the right. Vanderland advancing. Olivia Vanderland with a low drive. And it's in from Phillips. Bulls have retaken the lead. John just missed the ball. Luchtmeyer on the spin, puts it into the post. And that could have been game over for Bulls. The width of the post foils them. Vanderland's cross, squish on! And that should do it.
Western Sydney Wanderers currently taking on Bulls FC Academy, and it's Bulls FC Academy. Oh no! Manly United will get the open. So Dale strikes it. That is beautiful by Sienna Dale. Strike now. Oh, wow! That's one way to come back.
Now the pressure, and this could be a chance for Apia. Big chance here, and a goal. I think that's Talia Capitanellis. So Olympic on the attack, crossed in and parried away. Now Nathan, big chance. Will it sit for Ruby Nathan? Wants it on the right foot. It's blocked and still a chance, and it's gone in. And Olympic have taken the lead.
Every week, hundreds of thousands of people turn up around football grounds around New South Wales. Parents, kids, refs, coaches and volunteers. Cardiac incidents can happen to anyone at any time on the pitch.
Right now, not every club has a defibrillator.
And the ones that do are not always maintained or ready to use. in a critical moment with a defib that could save lives. That's why Football New South Wales, St John Ambulance and Toyota have come together for Every Beat Matters to help clubs around New South Wales to access defibrillators, cover maintenance and build a register so we know exactly where every unit is around the state. All you need to do is buy a ticket through RaffleTix. $5 can make a difference. Every ticket goes towards funding defibrillators and maintenance for clubs that need it most. A live fundraising board shows exactly how much is being raised. And every ticket you buy puts you in the draw to win a Toyota Corolla. One ticket, real impact. Help your club be ready when it matters. So buy your ticket today.
And we're back for the second half of this NPL Women's New South Wales Round 21 game at Northbridge Oval. Ravens currently leading by a goal to nil over Bulls FC Academy. Courtesy of an early goal from Lena Karmas. As there was an extended half-time break. As a lot of you would have seen in the first half, there was an ambulance unfortunately called for Liz Barwick-Gray of Bulls FC Academy. And we're thankful, and we thank all the people working in ambulances up and down the land for the work that they do, but the ambulance did arrive quickly. We can assure you that Liz Barwick-Gray receiving the best of care, but that is the reason for the extended stoppage at the end of the first half. I don't believe there was any substitutions at halftime for opponent. I will confirm that by scanning the shirt numbers as we go throughout this second period, but first, Ravens set piece. In by McNulty to the back post where Karmas is, and not really cleared. Lookmeyer playing a somewhat dangerous game by not letting it go out for the corner, but she zinged the ball out of the box and found Hunter. He now finds Janaea Dos Santos, and there's lots of attacking sport, including Vanderlaan. Nice run from inside to outside, tracked by Katapides, and that is a ball throw in the attacking part of the field. So yes. Exchange of passes there, including Valletta. Valletta gets it back. Yes, Amber Lookmeyer has come on at the break, so that's one of the halftime subs. And now Ravens needing a couple of touches to clear the danger. And you might see the floodlights on in the distance, because the way scheduling is done here for Bulls home games, as that's crossed in and then escapes everyone's attention. Halls with a partial clearance. Lookmeyer touching a shot, which does not have the power to trouble Eliza Coleman. On a Bulls home match day, the under-23s play after the first grade. That game is scheduled, I believe, for 5 o'clock. Due to the delays, that'll be kicking off a little bit later, but yes, we do have the floodlights. So, in any case, we'll be fine as far as visibility for the remainder of this first grade contest. Now, I did notice, as I try and see how balls are rearranged at the interval, Valletta did, when she came on for Barwick-Gray, in the first half she did drop into central defence. And now she's operating at the left back, it seems. In fact, I did see a number 17 as well, so the Arden Surjan was brought on by Marty Garces at the break as well. And perhaps, given that they had to use a substitution window in the first half, the Bulls, perhaps Marty Garces keen to make a couple of subs at half-time. I believe Jasmine Melly is one of the players to be withdrawn by Bulls. And I'm going to say Daniela Naimi was the other player that was subbed at half-time. Meanwhile, just a quick look, Ravens as they were to begin the game. Dachko, first touch, gets her facing forward, lobs one up for Allen to chase. One-on-one with Guishon, and Guishon uses the body well, but Allen might still have a chance to set up a teammate here. Here's Dachko, and she sends it high and wide of the target. So, it's a little bit of a refresher. Bulls, yeah, as I said, making those changes at the interval. So yes, well, Ashley Hughes still in goal. Looks like it's Claudia Valletta, Gemma Ferris, Arden Surjan, and Jay Guishon at the back. Sarah Hunter, Patria Phillips, and Janaea Dos Santos moving into midfield. And then in the attack, the Olivia Vanderlaan, Amber Lookmeyer, and Indiana Dos Santos. As is Valletta loses out to McNulty. There was because there is one game being played in this competition at the same time as this particular fixture. So last time I checked, it was early in the second half at Linwood Park. Olympic leading MacArthur Rams by a goal to 0. And Hunter will try from range, and it's straight at Coleman. Now, Allen past one challenge, and then this, as Grishon tried to recover, Grishon commits the infringement. So, as I look at Bulls, possible slight formation change. We're roughly a 4-3-3 shape to start the game, but might be looking a little bit different in the second half. As there's the signal raising the whistle in the arm. Referee saying, "Wait for my whistle." And Dachko contemplating how she'll flight this one in. As it's lofted, and Kilbride chasing, but easy catch for Hughes. Now Phillips got to look over the shoulder to see what the options were. Prods it right. Here's Hunter, and Grishon charging down the far touchline. Gets the ball. Plenty of black jerseys in the middle. As Grishon to the byline. Now back onto the right boot, and across to the near post. Vanderlaan had to improvise there. Was looped up behind her. She did flick it over her head, but also put the ball off target. Yes. I'm certainly no round ball analyst. The way Bulls are lining up, at least early in the second half, it might be a formation to warm Mike Bassett's heart. Looks like pretty close to a 4-4-2, as far as I can tell. So it's a good old-fashioned strike partnership, kids, for the Bulls, with Amber Lickmeyer and Olivia Vanderlaan, and the DeSantos sisters, the wider attacking options. They provide support for that front too, but first, Bulls might be looking for some defensive support as Allen lobs in. Here's Lena Karmas with a free header, not the contact she wanted. But Lena Karmas so good at escaping the attention of the defense just as the ball is floated into the box. She did it again as Vanderlaan makes the run. Karapitas covers, and I think she's waiting for Coleman to gather the ball. Now, inadvertently, Dashko slams it into McNulty's back. Will go on. Ravens in possession as Roberts flicks it on, and it's there for Grishon to clear. Good header from Dachko, and Roberts waiting for it to settle. Foul committed by Valletta. It's in for McNulty. Karmas trying to set up a teammate. It's off Dachko's head, and then it runs through to Hughes. Now, Vanderlaan trying to take it the other way, and Karapitas was strong in the first half, very strong defensively, winning the one-on-one duel. The 1-2. Janae Los Santos crosses, deflects off Adams, and good command of the penalty area from Coleman, preventing the corner. Peters on the cover, turns away from Vanderlaan's pressure. then sends it straight to Valletta. Ball's near side, and Tabata not letting Janelle Dos Santos get past her. Bulls keep it moving. Vanderlaan squeezed out by 2 players, and I think there's a foul. I think it was on Vanderlaan. It was further back in the play, but Bulls set piece coming up. Hunter. Two in the wall. Hunter, 3 teammates at the back post. He tries the variation, sends it straight into the 2-player wall. There's Adams with the nutmeg, and it might open up for the Ravens here. 3 forward in this attack, and there's an option either side for Adams. Adams has run into a cul-de-sac there. The Bulls plays rewarded for their patience and not diving in. Might go the other way here. 6 forward in this attack. I think that's Guishon on the far side. Now, edge of the box. That's Indiana Dos Santos. Phillips runs out of room. Now, Lookmeyer. And Lookmeyer, who did it go off last? Off Lookmeyer last for the goal kick. Now, so I was tallying things up during the week. Noticed Amber Lookmeyer close to a milestone. She is on 49 league goals in this competition. I think here's the season-by-season breakdown for those of you playing at home. So 7 first-grade goals in 2023 when she was at Spartans, and then 23 goals in the 2024 season, along with the Golden Boot and the Player of the Year award. 7 goals last year, and Amber Lookmeyer heading into this one on 12 goals in the league. So, assuming my maths is correct, that adds up to 49 goals. So she's 1 goal away from raising the bat, so to speak, and notching up a half century. Reasonable turn of phrase for this field. You can see that cricket pitch in the middle. Hunter looks up. It's a bit narrow in this phase of play for the Bulls. Hunter loses out now. Tabata, the chance to overlap. Now, what's in front of her? Good run from Tabata. Might get it back from McNulty. She does. Karmas is in the middle. Allen's arriving as well, and Ferris blocks the cross. That will be the first Ravens corner of the game. McNulty over to the flag. There's the signal. It's floated in and headed away by Valletta. Tabata, far side, kept it in. And then, goal kick. Short out from the back, it's Ferris, and it's Vanderlaan. Good first touch. Now, the first touch from Lookmeyer as well, and then that's he's lost out to McNulty. There we go, that ball accepted by Adams. Karmas trying for the return ball. Adams dinks one up. And then Roberts couldn't beat Ferris. Ferris actually did well. Two attackers directly on her. Ferris has prevented the danger, at least for now, as Roberts lines up this throw. Aims for Karmas. Let's look my back, defending for the Bulls, and just tries to get rid there. Now we go. Lookmeyer. Across halfway she goes. A lot of Ravens in her vicinity. She looks for an option, finds Vanderlaan. Now Phillips has some room and options to her right. And gets the ball back, and now Phillips. The ball kind of goes behind Dos Santos' run. Ferris, center circle. Past the hour mark here. And Northbridge Ravens leading by goal to nil. Certainly plenty of football still to be played. And there have been some good saves from Eliza Coleman as well, as you expect from a team that lead the league. And balls threaten the opposition goalkeeper. Nothing for them on the scoreboard as of yet, anyway. As we see, look at the two technical areas. I'll hold that thought because 4 forward in this attack for the Ravens. And Karapitis is ruled to be offside. But there we go. Second sub window, I think it's going to be used soon by Marty Garces, and 4th sub in total. Tamir Souza getting ready to come on. I did see her flicking through a folder full of laminated sheets. And also, I think Gisela Pepino, for the Ravens, Gisela Pepino and Mika Sunic are being put through their paces, so I reckon we'll see those two players soon as well. Foul against Vanderlaan. Chipped up by Hunter. The cross comes in. Here's Lookmeyer, and didn't quite get the contact she wanted. Up to the late afternoon sky, and breaks for Ferris. Hunter trying to pull the strings from midfield. Fight in towards Vanderlaan. After Indiana Dos Santos shoots from range, it took a touch off a Raven, and Coleman will prevent the. Well, yes, she will prevent the corner. So potentially, we could see both teams making subs in the same stoppage of play. So it's always good, given my eyesight ain't getting any better, let's just put it that way. It's always good to have a fielding position behind the technical areas. Indiana Dos Santos once more. Turns back around, finds Gushon on the overlap. There are options in the middle. Crossed into the back post, and that will not be out of reach for Valletta. Now, there's the whistle. No, Giselle Pino isn't yet ready to come on for Ravens, but Tamir Souza most definitely is ready to come on for Bulls. Substitution number 4 that they've made in this game. It's the end of the shift for Indiana Dos Santos. There we go. So, looks like Souza sitting as a deeper lying midfielder alongside Sarah Hunter for the Bulls. Looks like Patria Phillips has been pushed further forward. Ball still chasing that game, or this game, after Lena Karmas' early goal for the Ravens, her 11th goal of the season. And, oh goodness, I wonder what Lena Karmas' career first grade total is. It's a big number. I mean, 200 300 would be the conservative estimate. I don't have the overall figures, but if I had to guess, like 250 first grade goals, even that's probably conservative. I reckon she's got 300 by now. Anyway, back to this game. Adams, bit of space, plays it forward, and Ferris plays it towards her coach. Wolfmeyer. It's away from Ryan, but then stopped by Tabata. That's a nice play. Ravens. And it's Roberts. Ball swinging out for a goal kick. Leading the press. Balls with a gradual build-up, but Evans taking over. Roberts dispossessed by Gwishon. Good first touch from Phillips. Gets away from two. Now, Vanderline out wide. Cross, blocked by Hall. Corner kick. Back for Ravens. Latest set piece that they have to defend. Valletta plays it in. Now Souza with a shot. Corner. Another corner. Ball's getting on with it, playing it quickly. Valletta fakes the cross, then delivers left-footed, and there's a chance here. Does a break for Ferris. Adams clears. There's another reminder for the multi-screening family amongst us. A trio of games scheduled for 5 p.m. today in NPL Women's New South Wales. I'll tell you what they are in a moment. There's Gwishon aiming for Janeo dos Santos. Kilbride clears. Ferris. Now Gwishon shifts back onto the right foot. Blocked by Adams, the cross. And Nolte sends it away. Now, that's okay. So, I think that's a card for Marty Garces. He wanted to get going with it quickly, and I think he did not let the ball go out of the field first, is the decision. So that'll be a Ravens set piece. Alpapino continues to wait to come on. Who looks up, delivers into the crowd. Out of the way, Phillips. Under pressure from Tabata. And then Phillips tackle. She'll keep it in. She'll attack down the left side. Lookmeyer and Vanderline making their runs. Now finds Janeo dos Santos. Hunters providing an overlapping option. They keep it central. Phillips again. Janeo dos Santos shoots, and it's wide. So bibs off. Giselle Pepino, time for her to enter the fray. She'll replace Morgan Roberts. And Pepino, 7 goals for the season. Looks like she'll be a straight swap for Roberts playing out wide. Stella Pepino, also one of my favourite types of international and Australian futsal national team player. Now Coleman's up and grabs the bouncing ball. Lookmire trying hardest, but Coleman got the jump, literally and figuratively, as we're into the final 20 minutes. Thomas's early goal after about 4 minutes. What splits the two teams. It's the Ravens with a free kick on the way. And I think I remember this before the game ended. Actually, big thank you to our Ravens coach Lauren Phelps for giving me a bit of a tip as to the Bulls record at Northbridge Oval. And yes, Lauren, you were correct. The last time Bulls lost at Northbridge Oval, 2024 season, as Adams floats one in and Pepino doesn't get the chance. A couple of touches before it's out of the box. Lookmire tracked by Halls, loses her balance. Valletta, a lot of space. And then, that's unfortunate from Tabata. Touch off her, but yes, I did find this during the break. Last time Bulls suffered defeat here, 11th of August 2024, a 1-0 loss to Sydney University. An excellent record here, as that's smart work from Valletta to win the free kick. Now, Lauren Phelps was well aware of how difficult it is to beat Bulls at Northbridge. But, how we call it? So far so good, I suppose, for the visitors. Now helps it on Phillips. That's Carapitas not really with a proper clearance. Straight back to Phillips, edge of the box. Now Janeo dos Santos, surrounded by Ravens. It's cleared by Dachko. Bushon kept it in. Left-footed cross and put it back. Dachko clears again, getting there ahead of Hunter. Field almost entirely covered. A shadow close to a sunset here. Here's Vanderline. It's Beresser overlapping this time. Vanderline goes direct to Lookmire, but Tabata's got something to do here. Sends it away. Souza. It will roll for Lookmire. Back to Souza. A shot goes wide. Reminder to keep an eye out on our social media channels for the NPL Women's New South Wales Team of the Week. So tomorrow afternoon, be about the time I expect that to be released. NPL Women's New South Wales Team of the Week for round 21, comprised of 3-2-1 votes from the Football New South Wales media. You can see that on our Instagram page at NPL_NSW_official, and there's also the NPL New South Wales Facebook page. Now Allen, nice run. 2 options in the middle. It deflects off Surjan, and there's a second ball on the field because there's some local kids having a bit of fun. So in fact, that's deemed to be close enough to affect the play, so uncontested drop ball, and we're back underway. All stepping in, smart work against Vanderlaan, and she'll release Josie Allen. Karmas and Pepino in the middle. Allen, tight angle. Here's Lena Karmas, and didn't settle for which has looked threatening, especially in the second half. It was a dangerous run. Wickmeyer. Vanderlaan looks up, low cross, and Tabata at the back post, and she knew she had to do something with Guishon behind her, and that something is conceding a corner. So it's going to be Phillips from the flag to deliver the corner kick. Once again, everyone back for Ravens. They know how important this is. As it's up, keeper's up as well. It's a very, very nice catch from Eliza Coleman. And looks like Marty Garces is about to make the final throw of the die. Says, okay, Coleman's feeling a bit sore, so we're going to have a stoppage. Looks like Sienna Hawkins is going to be the fifth and final sub for Bulls. Coleman is attended to. Hopefully it's something that can just be stretched out. It's a massive shame. The youngster has had a very good game in the Ravens goal, had to be sub, but she's back on her feet, so we'll be back underway shortly. Just trying to see what's happening, go around the ground to see what's happening down at St. Helens Park, and Sydney Olympic now leading by 3 goals to 0 in the dying stages against the Rams. Karapetis. Pino starting the run and pretty keen to get the ball, you'd think. Now, Karapetis, I see what she was trying to do, draw the defenders and then pass, but Spalletta with the right position to intercept. Now, foul there on Phillips. Let's see her getting back to her feet fairly quickly. Yes. Also, I'd like to do a reminder of next weekend's action. You can watch on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. As Mika Suniga is getting ready to come on for Gladesville Ravens. As Adams sends it over the sideline. Might drip feed you next weekend's NPL Women's New South Wales games that we'll be streaming. In fact, it's going to be a sub. Mika Suniga is going to come on for Hannah McNulty. I think that feels like that'd be midfielder for midfielder. Yes, next weekend's action in NPL Women's New South Wales starts Saturday the 1st of August, a 6:30 p.m. game at North Taramara. Northern Tigers hosting Hills United. So it's a Saturday night at North Taramara. Yep, you guessed it, Annabelle Banfield will be calling that game. And Sunday 2nd of August, 3 p.m. down at Lakelands Oval, it's Illawarra Stingrays hosting Sydney Olympic. As there's Hawkins with the run and staged by Coleman. Looks like Sienna Hawkins, by the way, replaced Jade Guishon. Yes, it's the last roll of the dice for the hosts. Oh no, Guishon's still on the field. Oh, there we go. There's one fairly basic error. Always have at least one in every game. Okay. Now I think I've got, Janaea Dos Santos is the player who Sienna Hawkins replaced. I really hope I got that right this time. Now, Lookmai will chase. Rolls it into the middle, and Karapidis, one very optimistic call for a back pass. Crucially, none from Bulls players or coaching staff, as the under-23s players for both teams warm up in the distance. Coleman skewing off the outside of the boot. Karmas at least helps it forward. Gives Bulls something to think about in their own defensive third. And Allen applying the pressure as Pino, good defending. Now he wants to attack, turns against Valletta, and Ravens happy to settle for the throw. Allen into the box. Josie Allen on the left foot, shoots, and it's not held by Hughes. So Ferris gets it away. Aimed at Nakamas backing in, finds a teammate, Pepino on the left foot, and it's blocked by Ferris. Bulls just can't get out at the moment. Here's Adams. So it's Hawkins with the defending. Down the line of Lookmeyer looking for early balls. Hawkins is another option now. Vanderline to chase that. Balls in attendance. And the Bulls are charging into the middle. Lookmeyer able to turn now. Top of the box, and Souza now in space. Guishon shoots this, the curler, and it had curl, but not quite enough. And third minute here. Game hanging in the balance. On the move, and Lookmeyer keeps it away from two defenders. Guishon looks up, delivers the cross, and there's Adams to put it away. Guishon, another attack. Ooh, it's a decent cross, and then Coleman falls on the ball. Just look at Guishon. I think the standing foot slipped a little bit just as she crossed. I think she's okay. Boomed in opposition territory and then sent back by Souza. Hunter. Phillips can turn. Vanderline. Vanderline shoots from range. Karapidis read the intentions and blocked the shot. Pepino accidentally cushions it to Vanderline. Guishon will try again, and Adams with a purposeful clearance almost into the line, into the spectator area here at Northbridge. Senegal, something Lena Karmas will chase. Looks at the drop of the ball, shoots from range, and that's not going to dip in time. Now Keisha Allen, we are going to see a late game sub here. Keisha Allen, a defender. Like she's about to be brought on just to help Ravens see out this game. Here's Hunter. There's some room here. The options are to her right. Hunter in the center circle. Then out wide. Nice ball to Vanderline. Low cross. Phillips is closest to it. Karapidis clears. By the way, some of next weekend's action, Sunday 2nd of August, 3:10 p.m. from the Arctic Circle. Gladesville Ravens hosting MacArthur Rams, and I love this, Ollie Walker-Peel. He's from Victoria, but he's here for a few months, and he's joined our commentary team. Good to have Ollie joining us for some NPL Women's New South Wales action next week. Also Sunday, 2nd of August, 4:50 p.m. How about this? Easy choice for match of the round. RPL versus Bulls from Lambert Park as the flag is up against Patria Phillips. That RPL Bulls game, Teo Pelletier with the commentary, all the bells and whistles. Mae Sparrow be running our Instagram. Angela Poubet will be taking some excellent photos. Then the trio games at 5 p.m. on Sunday, the 2nd of August. It's a match between two clubs Roller Bardawea played for, so we like to call this the Roller Derby. It's Sydney University versus Spirit, led by Emily Arnold. Also 5 p.m. on Sunday, 2nd of August, UNSW versus Manly United, and the Wanderers versus the Rangers. And Josie Allen has had a very good game, with no goal contribution to show for it, but still a good game nonetheless. I think there's no disguising what Ravens are thinking of now. Attacker off, defender on. The defender being Keisha Allen, who is headed straight to the back in between, not to be alongside Karapetis and Teal Kilbride in the Ravens central defence. Away. Hawkins lets it run across her body, and there to be a touch of Tabata as Valletta wastes no time getting it back into play. Here's Phillips. Now Hunter. Vanderline resumes the battle with Halls. Ferris providing the support underneath. And she crosses, free header from Guishon, and it's up and wide. So Bulls, as it stands, their lead at the top of the league will be cut slightly to 3 points. So if this result holds, they'll be 3 points ahead of UNSW and 5 ahead of Arpia. Plenty to play for next week as Bulls travel to Lambert Park to take on RPL Leichhardt Sunday, 2nd of August. Coleman should claim this at the edge of the box and does. And then the rest of the Bulls games. Sunday, 9th of August, they're at home to Sydney Uni. Sunday, 16th of August, away to Manly. Sunday, 23rd of August, they're at home to Northern Tigers. Ollie Walker Peel calling that as well, according to the roster. And then we finish the season Sunday, 30th of August. The Bulls away to the Rangers, with Annabelle Banfield on commentary. Pino on a run. Thomas attacks the box and crosses. It's over Suniga. Guishon. Plenty of room in front of her. The ball not where Bulls want it as, and to hit the pass. So it's a nice ball from Suniga. Finding Adams. Adams. Now she crosses and Karmas attacking it. Headed away by Ferris. Great work from Pepino. Lovely skill as well. Might have a shot. She does. And it's parried by Hughes, who's up and is up quickly enough to prevent. No, she's not. Ravens corner. Look for the Ravens' upcoming schedule. I already said Sunday, 2nd of August. At home to MacArthur. Sunday, 9th of August, away to Arpia. Sunday, 16th of August, at home to Hills. Sunday, 23rd of August, away to Sydney Olympic. And a bit of an unusual thing. I won't get into the reasoning why. It's a long explanation, but they finish the season Thursday, 27th of August. Yes, Thursday. We get some Thursday night football to finish the season. Thursday, 27th of August. It's the Arctic Affray Ravens versus Spirit. And that's the end of the season for both teams. As played in, Karmas rises at near post. Who's the touch off last? Off Bulls last for another Ravens corner, and this, as far as the visitors are concerned, will be winding down the clock nicely. Pepino the short option. How much ambition to score another goal do they have? into the middle, and a flying header parried. That was Suniga who rose above the crowd, who saves. I think that's Hawkins' far side. Basically in stoppage time now. Bookmeyer brings it down. Phillips is dispossessed by Karapitas. Yet another tackle for Karapitas. Here's Valletta. Bookmeyer. And Valletta flying in there. Still Valletta. Now Souza shoots and scores! Well, they've done it in stoppage time. And Tamira Souza has popped up in just the right place to find an equaliser. Valletta heavily involved. Her persistence just to make a difference and keep it alive. That was crucial. And when they needed it most, Tamira Souza with a spinning shot in off the inside of the post, over the line, and we've got an equaliser. Bulls 1, Ravens 1. There we go. Bulls haven't been beaten here in almost 2 years. They've left it late, but they have equalised. And of course, the game isn't over. Now, Ravens throw. Had about 2 minutes time added on. Souza, who is the hero as things stand from a Bulls perspective, concedes the throw, but there's still some defending to do. Stood up for Suniga, left it up, shot blocked. Now Dachko swings the left boot. Dachko again to keep it alive, and now corner kick. Ravens by my very unofficial manual tally. 4th corner of the game, now in the early evening here at Northbridge. And Bulls, now they have something to hold on to, everyone back as they defend a set piece. The Ravens gathering at the far post. Decent ball in, and somehow misses everyone. Hawkins towards midfield. Peters forward, Tabata should get it, but Hunter will keep it in. Now, the whistle's in the mouth, and that is that. So the league leaders have rescued a point in the dying stages. It is finished. Bulls 1, Ravens 1. And Tamira Souza with a brilliant injury time equaliser to keep Bulls' undefeated run at home going. That stretches back to August 2024. And it keeps their lead at the top of the table. Bulls 4 points ahead of UNSW and 6 points ahead of RPR Leichhardt, ahead of next week's massive game, Bulls away to RPR on Sunday the 2nd of August. And the Ravens, who led for so long in this game, courtesy of a 4th-minute goal from Lena Kalmas, and will split the points with the Bulls. So I hope you stick around on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. Watch one of the games currently in progress. There's 4 women's football games on our YouTube channel playing as we speak. League One women's match of the round is Spartans versus Newcastle, and the 3 NPL women's games that were scheduled for 5 p.m. Rangers versus Illawarra, Sydney Uni versus Northern Tigers, and Manly versus the Wanderers. But it's time to get out of here. And this is Eric Subihano on behalf of Football New South Wales, our broadcast partner Sportscast, and today's camera operator Daniela. And also thanks to the Bulls for setting out a very separate area for us and providing power. But thanks to all of those people, but it's time to sign off here from Northbridge Oval. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we hope to have your company soon on our YouTube page. The final score here from Northbridge Oval is Bulls FC Academy 1, Gladesville Ravens 1. Good night.